Imagine, if you will, a world stage where two global powers decide to strengthen their alliance amidst a global conflict. This is not a hypothetical scenario. This is the reality we are living in today. In the recent past, China and Russia announced that Russian President Vladimir Putin was scheduled to visit Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing for a two-day summit. The aim? To reinforce their proclaimed no-limits friendship. This move is seen as a testament to China's no-limits hypocrisy when it comes to alliances, as the two leaders are expected to discuss mutual assistance, largely caused by the ongoing Ukraine war. China, publicly opposed to the Russian sanctions, claims to abide by the rules of them. It has categorically ruled out any weapon and ammunition sales to Russia that could be used against Ukraine. However, it does purchase Russian oil at a discount, exploiting loopholes in the Western sanction regime, which does not want Russian oil removed from the world market to avoid a price shock. The West, however, views China's claims of compliance with skepticism. Both the United States and the European Union believe that China is providing critical assistance to Russia in its war. China is not suspected of selling military equipment to Russia, but rather dual-use items that can serve both military and civilian applications. The concern for these sales is so high that US and EU officials met with Xi Jinping over the issue. The US is threatening sanctions against Chinese banks that facilitate the sales of these items. And the EU is threatening as well, adding that China's support of Russia makes it a threat to European security. China and Russia are in a symbiotic relationship. China provides crucial support to Russia, which Russia needs to grow its industrial capacity to continue its fight in Ukraine. China, on the other hand, needs Russia to counterbalance the US on the world stage. However, both China and Russia still need access to the outside world. China needs to maintain an open market to sell its goods, and Russia needs to sell its oil and gas to fund its war. The world too needs Russian oil to keep the energy supply and price stable, and Chinese manufactured goods until they can decouple their economies from China. The ongoing Ukraine war has created an imbalance as the West threatens China to support the sanctions against Russia or face its own sanctions, while simultaneously pressing it on separate trade issues. China will not become a liberal democracy as it sees the West as antithetical to its worldview. Threatening it on two fronts will only push it closer to Russia, who shares its view of the world order. The summit, therefore, will be a meeting to strengthen their alliance while seeking to avoid alienating the West by using more obfuscation over sanctions. China finds alliances useful when it suits its purposes, and this is yet another example of the disastrous policy that led to and incentivizes the continuation of the Ukraine war. So, what happens when two global powers decide to strengthen their alliance amidst a global conflict? We are witnessing the answer unfold right before us.